Shoot him, shoot him.
Let's now join Terry Denmon, Chuck Smart, and Mike Morgan, three of America's top waterfowl hunters, as they take you on another Mojo Migration.
Rockport, Texas, located about 30 miles northeast of Corpus Christi on Texas Highway 35, is a beautiful little fishing village surrounded on three sides by the waters of the Aransas, the Capano, and the Port Bays. Famous for its shallow water bay fishing, Rockport is also quickly becoming a go-to destination for avid duck hunters. On today's show, we're going to join up with Jeff Steckler of Casa de Cuentos Outfitters as he and Terry Denmon get ready for a great day of hunting in the shallow flats around Rockport.
Y'all good? First afternoon, Rockport, Texas. We'll go out and see what they've been doing. Jeff said they've been starting off with a bang, but it's supposed to be 80 degrees right now, the 8th day of November, maybe 80 over 80. It's been kind of tapering off a little bit.
After a 30-minute ride out to the blind with a stop or two to pick up some additional brush, Jeff, Jimmy, and Terry were ready for the afternoon hunt. This is a spot Jeff hunts on a regular basis, and had set up a blind here on a previous hunt. While he and Terry finished sprucing up the blind, Jimmy and cameraman Dustin got the decoys situated and ready to hunt.
Well, basically, we had a little bit of wind change. We're going to kind of shift everything over, and actually, in theory, it's set up perfect, wind coming right off our back, but I think if we can move this stuff over the way the birds are going to come, we'll get them to work and get them coming right up the tail end versus having one shot at them and a flare. And we got a little more brush, which always helps. So.
We've got a little more crosswind.
You know, it takes three or four duck hunts to figure out what you need to be doing.
Well, every morning it takes every day it takes a move or two, you know.
Exactly. We got a right wind at this spot, that's for sure. Yeah. We've been having a hunt here with the wind north in our face. So.
Well,
ought to help out. I'm gonna move some decoys around.
Let's see what happens then.
What we hoped wouldn't happen was already starting. Large flocks of redheads were rafting up near us, and this would make decoying almost impossible.
If they keep doing that, we got to take that one and it's got to go. Either move them both on this side over here. I know they see movement from a long, long way off.
Here?
They ain't identified. No, they wouldn't.
All we could do was get the mojos in the best spots possible and hope for the best. So let's get ready for the afternoon hunt.
Both on this side over here. They coming in and then they're just peeling off to the right.
They're rocking in hardcore and then it's like a turn switch. Boom, there's big huge wads coming from the left over here.
How long does it take for ducklings to learn to fly? Is it A, 2 weeks, B, 1 month, C, 6 weeks, D, 2 months? We'll have the answer when we return. The answer is D. The average duckling can fly at around 2 months. Once this feat is achieved, their chance of survival is greatly increased.
One thing you have to be careful about down here is identifying the ducks you shoot. With a 2-duck limit on redheads and pintails, it only takes one good volley to limit out on any particular species.
Remember when it was a 10-bird limit? The pintails got shot considerably harder than they do now because of the fact that you could kill 10.
Yeah, it's a 10-point duck.
So we'd fire them in, we'd dig in, pit blinds and brush up. I mean, there wouldn't be nothing but an eyeball sticking out. And we'd have to let them birds work and work and work and work and work. And finally, you'd be able to commit.
Top, guys, up top, coming in, top right. Get you one. Get him again, sir. Look at that hawk trying to get that coot before they move the coot.
Mm-hmm. If he gets him, that's going to be a show.
Let's see, Dusty.
Job. You remember I told you I watched that falcon hit that one a couple years ago. 2 times we saw it.
I bet this hawk is wondering why, of all the coots in the marsh, this one is kicking my butt. I think I'll go find something to eat that doesn't bite back.
His buddy's left him on his own, didn't he?
Now. That top one. God, yo. Yeah, I know he's down. He's got to be hurt.
He's going.
The back one. The back one. You see him?
Yeah, you want him?
Yeah, but. God dang, I was all over. I hit the wrong bird. I was aiming about 6 feet. God dang.
He's been bragging all day that either kills them or misses them, you know, one or the other.
I was aiming at the widgeon. Jimmy, be still, right up top. Go ahead, Terry, get that low one. Down. Good shot. Drink!
Well, we're at 5 redheads now and have 1 to go. This is where you really have to be careful and make sure only one shooter is up and he picks a particular bird.
On the right, Jeff.
Y'all ready? We just need one. Get one, Jimmy. Get that bottom one. Get that bottom drake. Good shot.
And that's all for the redheads.
It never fails. As soon as you limit out on redheads, they start landing in the spread.
I got it.
Well, our first afternoon here with Jeff at Casa de Quintas Outfitters in Rockport, Texas. Rockport down by Corpus Christi,
yeah.
You know, the coast of Texas. And this is a big bay-type estuary you see all around us here. It's just, that's all salt water, right? There's
Right.
no brackish water, so it's straight salt water.
No, there's
all
a
in
few
there.
little ponds, and that's about it.
But, you know, we come down here every year and hunt with Jeff. You know, if you see us hunt with the same guy over and over again, there's a reason, you know. Obviously, that's a good hunt. But I love this country. I love hunting down here with Jeff. There's so much bird life in here besides the, you know, besides the ducks and the birds you're hunting. Man, there's everything from pelicans down to little bitty birds that big. I don't know what they are, but I know it's entertaining just to watch them things.
Oh, yeah.
You know, and fly around. But, you know, we had a good duck shoot here this afternoon. We had tons of redheads, but we can only kill 2 apiece. So we killed our 6 redheads, and then we needed to kill, you know, there was a lot of pintails around, but we couldn't get them to work in as good. But I think we killed about half of them at the pintails,
Yeah,
and we
yeah.
quit before legal shooting time. We might have finished, but we decided we'd pack up and get out of here. And we'll do our first morning hunt in the morning. We'll get after them in earnest at before daylight in the morning. But that was a pretty sporty shoot. I just like it here. Such wide open country. You can see these ducks from so far, you know, and that's a big part of duck hunting, is to be able to see the ducks, you know,
Right.
and watch them work and watch them fly by over there and lock up and sail in. And well, let's pack it up and go to the house. In the morning we'll get after it again. So this is good or better in the morning than it was this afternoon. It'll be wonderful.
Yeah, I think it's going to be good. I
Thank
appreciate
you, my
it.
man. I enjoyed it. Jimmy? Thank you, buddy. Y'all good hunters. Enjoyed hunting with you.
With plenty of ducks in the area, Jeff decided to head back to the same blind for the morning hunt. A little blind work and a few more decoys would be all the crew needed before settling in for the morning shoot. For those of you that have seen our new Mojo Texas rig deployment system in action, this is the reason we use it. Watch Jeff put out over a dozen decoys in less than 30 seconds. The guides down here in South Texas have been using these homemade ones for years. Mojo picked up on the idea, made a few improvements, and now offers this time-tested decoy rigging system to the general public. It's fast, it's efficient, and it's easy to use, and as you can see, we don't leave home without them. Another item that works well in the flats are the Mojo Floaters. If you have 2 inches of water, you're in business, and like this one, they're offered in diver duck models. After leaving thousands of ducks in the air at dusk the evening before, Jeff had high hopes of a good hunt, even though the weather was a little too good for his liking. If they come in early right now, shoot them before they get down too low.
See them.
When they get down too low, they kind of get dark in it.
Gotcha.
On their above the horizon.
You're going to left, yes.
As you will see, it's well after sunrise before the ducks really start flying, and that's pretty typical for this area.
Why don't shoot that one going to the way to right out
Is that the same group over your head?
Bill, we worked on them pretty good.
For some reason, the early morning ducks just never arrived. But Jeff has seen this before and assured us the flights would eventually come. And sure enough, they began to show up. Trying to pick out drakes and flocks like these isn't easy, but the crew is doing the best they can. This is a new dog Jeff is working with, and even though it's young, it has the basics down pat.
Tell you something else too, you might bring that decoy in a little bit since they want to work out. Bring it right up here to the edge of the decoy.
Terry never quits thinking about the spread and what it'll take to adjust it so the ducks will work in better. If you're wondering why Jeff's dog doesn't look very energetic today, well, he has a good reason. On the boat ride back in from the hunt yesterday, he jumped off the front deck of the airboat that was doing about 40 miles an hour onto a sandbar and then tumbled 50 yards. Valuable lesson learned, and today he's paying the price. With the ducks not working in close, Jimmy is about to break out his secret weapon. And man, this gun will hurt you from both ends.
What kind of chokes that you got in there?
That's that turkey choke I was telling you about.
That's a good duck choke?
It's kicks.
Yeah, kicks are good chokes. Yeah. There's a lot of good chokes out there.
Extra full.
Good,
wow.
I never shot because I just watched that turkey choke. I said, this will be a perfect turkey choke shot here.
You see it?
I seen it, yeah.
It was a crunch. Is what it was.
It's about turkey choke range too, you know.
Right out from under. I saw those two full. Well, I shot anyway just to feel good.
Comes four. Comes four right to it.
Where at?
Out front.
How many flyways are used by migrating ducks in North America? Is it A, 2 flyways, B, 4 flyways, C, 6 flyways? We'll have the answer when we return. The answer is B. There are 4 flyways used by migrating ducks in North America: the Pacific, the Central, the Mississippi, and the Atlantic.
Hot black. I feel like I just blacked it.
No, but it's squinted up pretty tight. You ain't seeing much eyeball there.
I feel like I just got punched.
The redheads tend to fly in large flocks, and picking an individual bird instead of flock shooting is hard to do. Sort of reminds me of teal hunting.
Wow.
You can sure tell the difference when the Weegians are working. They'll drop right into the spread.
If that bird would have folded, Jeff, I would have hollered, good shot. But since it just kind of winged down,
I was wanting to mount him.
fair
I was
shot.
shooting high. I was wanting to mount one. I don't want
that's
to
a
tear him
mountain
up.
bird. Well, for an immature one, that's
Come on. You see that? 1, 2 BBs, headshot, perfect
Yeah.
placement.
that's the way to do it if you want to mount them. Yeah, it looks like a mountain. I don't know if I'd wring his neck if I was going to mount it or not. I just see.
Good shot. And it's a real good thing you did that.
Got one of the vision. 2 of them.
Notice how the water never gets much deeper than your ankles? Without an airboat and a knowledge of this area, it's almost impossible to hunt. If you'd like to hunt the area, call Jeff. It'll be time and money well spent.
Pigeon, wish.
I don't have a limit on Wiggins. Y'all in the 6 duck system?
Yeah, 2 redheads, 2 scalp, and 2 pintail this year. That was-
Vision and 3 pintail.
Keeping up with the count is important, and they're getting to a point where they have to really pay attention and pick their shots.
So we could have 6 pintails, so we
Yep.
okay.
And 4 more redheads, Jeff.
All right, we can have, there's 4 redheads down there?
Yes.
All right, we're good on redheads.
Is any redheads in that pond?
No, we can have no more redheads.
No more redheads.
We can have anything else. Oh, that hits the pintails.
Get that big drake. I'll get this right.
Good
Shot,
shot.
Terry.
We got that did it for pintails.
We got the 2 we needed, right?
Yeah. Yeah, we got that.
Kentucky wind is that over to the right just a tad. Well, they're finished with the redheads and the pintails, so let's take one more count.
That should be a limit of pintails
There's a
there.
limit of pintails, which is 12. And if there's 5 widgeon and 1 scalp, then we're done.
Good job on getting
1,
the drakes
2,
in there.
3, 4, 5. Jeff, that's a wrap.
Good deal. Sweet.
5 widgeon, a scalp, a limit of pintail, and a limit of redheads.
Good deal.
That's 6 apiece.
Perfect. Well, good job, guys. That's awesome.
You got a pretty good little waller working right there.
Heard that.
The elk could have a field day in that thing, wouldn't he?
All 17 birds made it except my scalp. That's nice.
Well, Jeff, we're here with Jeff Steckler, Casa de Quintus Outfitters in Rockport, Texas. We're out here in this Bay Marsh country. This is our 3rd year in a row to come down here and hunt with Jeff. Maybe a 4th year, I can't remember now. But man, I love this country down here. You know, we don't hunt many places got redheads. You got a lot of redheads down here. We killed a limit of redheads this morning. We killed a limit of pintail, and then we finished out our 3 limits. There's 3 of us shooting this morning. We killed 18 ducks, so we killed our 18. We killed a scalp, some widgeon. What else we killed? Pintail, redhead, scalp, and widgeon. I don't see how you complain about that, but They didn't fly till late, so.
Yeah, you know, it happens this way every year. You especially if you got a front early, the birds they come in, they do great because there's 10,000 of them, you know, in a small area. And then I think one, the weather, you know, after a front, and then two, they get kind of shell shocked for a few days. So that next little front will, you know, kick them around and move them up. And we didn't have much wind this morning either. You know, it picked up and they started flying, so that helps out a lot. So.
Well, let's get these ducks out of here and go to town. Get some lunch, breakfast, dinner, whatever one would call the next meal.
We'll rest up and plan on a better time for in the morning. Huh?
Yeah.
Good deal. Well, I appreciate it, Terry. That's
All right,
awesome.
man. We enjoy it.
Jimmy, good job.
Thanks, Terry.
Great job with you guys.
If you missed getting the Outfitters information, don't worry. Just log on to www.mojooutdoors.com. Click on the TV link, click on the Outfitters link, and scroll to the Outfitters seen on today's show. Thanks for tuning in, and we look forward to seeing you again next week, right here on Mojo Outdoors TV. If you see us on the road, give us a shout. And like we always say, it ain't magic if it ain't mojo. All hunts seen on Mojo Outdoors TV are fair chase.